What's up, everybody? Welcome. What is happening? Where's my screen at? Did I turn it off? Wait a minute. We're having some technical difficulty now. Nope. Nope. Confused here. One second, guys. Having technical difficulties. It was up here no problem a minute ago. Huh. Display capture. Let's go for 2 or 1. Nothing. Interesting. Weird. Everything's set up the way it usually is. Strange. Even the PC is hyped. Do I call my graver the litter box? I would, yes. Let's see if I can fix this issue real quick. Sort of stumped at the moment. Well, we can do this. This will fix the issue, actually. Let's do this instead. Okay. Very odd. There it is. Okay, cool. Weird. Okay, that's strange. I don't know why I did that. All right, all right. We got a quick fix going here. I just have to reorient myself. All right. All right. I'm in the source code now. All right. Let's get this going now. Should be good to go. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. That was a weird hiccup. All right. If you guys haven't seen the deck tech, just posted like an hour or so ago. This is Cat Tribal 4.0. I can't believe we've done 4 versions of this deck. But they just keep releasing cards for this deck that make it work even better each time. Let's go over the deck here. We have 4 Sacred Cat as normal, 3 Blossoming Defense, 4 Dorn Pouncer as normal, 4 Metallic Mimic, 3 Radiant Destiny, new card from Rivals here, great for us, replacing Vanquisher's Banner basically, 4 Pride Sovereign, then we have 4 Prowling Supuppered, how you pronounce it. I know I pronounced it wrong. Lifecrafter's Bestiary, 3 Cast Out, 2 Huatli, another card from Rivals here that's really useful to us, 4 Real Caracol, and that is it for the main board. Very simple, very straightforward. In the sideboard here, we have 1 Authority of the Consoles, 2 Sheltering Light, 2 Heroic Convention, 3 Naturalize, 1 Crooked Combination, 3 Appeal to Authority to get through some blockers here, and 2 Settle the Wreckage with 1 Ixalan's Binding. Sir Poppard? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to say Prowler every single time it gets played. But that's going to do it for the actual board here. It's actually quite simple, quite straightforward. And let's get right into it, guys. Let's see, I'm going to have to move this over now because my display wasn't working for some reason. Let's see how this is going to go here. Oh, my screen is also really big over here too, so let me resize that. Goodness. Because it's a 2K screen over on this side. There we go. There we go. Now we're back to normal. Back to normal. This is going to be probably a keep for us thanks to the Adorned Pouncer. 2 lands. We're on the draw as well, so I think this is going to be a strong keep. Tyler, just want to thank you for all the hard work you put into your channel. It helps me out a lot. Thanks, Tyler. Appreciate that, man. Next week will be the first week we got into a Sacred Cat there. We start getting back into our modern Commander, and probably Popper. Might replace Commander with Popper for a little while until the hype dies. Love the content, by the way. My girlfriend has built around your Cat Tribal since Hour Devastation Standard. Keep up the good work. Oh, wow. Thanks. My opponent usually calls the Prowler, not that guy. Okay. There is the cat. Pass turn. We have 2 turns now to get into land. What's up, Breath? How's it going, by the way? Cats for life. No Ajani. Yeah, I took out Ajani. Ajani wasn't in the 3.0 build. I tried to use Ajani, but never really liked it. I really prefer Huatli in this particular matchup, or in this particular build, rather. But Huatli is still one of those cards that just kind of magnetizes removal straight to it, so we'll see what happens. Where's the water bottle? I'm drinking some Canada Dry ginger ale right now, so. Oh, we're playing up against Dinos. This does mean that Appeal to Authority will be a card that will come in the game 2. Adorn Pouncer coming in here, and let's just get in for 1. Yes. Yes, Guardian. Gonna turn down a little bit. Pass and turn here. This is going to be on the front here, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Got to move that too. Rah! So many things to move because my OBS tried to like freaked out. Opponent. Let's turn here. Ginger? Yeah, I'm a ginger drinking ginger ale. Is that an oxymoron? Desert of the Fervent here. Got into a Sun Petal Grove, which is perfect. We're going to go straight into a Radiant Destiny here. And then just continue to attack out, getting in for 4, 5, 6 points of damage on this turn. Could have gone for a Pride Sovereign, but I do think Radiant Destiny coming down as soon as possible is the answer. Cannibalism, Andrew. Exactly, cannibalism. I'm going to adjust this real quick. There we go. Feeling a bit better about that. All right. Naming cats. And getting in for 6. I bet Taryn would make a fine ginger ale. Oh, you bet I would. That sounds slightly suggestive. Let's not do that. This is a Christian channel. That's my best PewDiePie impersonation there. Ooh, blue mana in here. Gift of Paradise on top of this right here. Okay, opponent at 16. We could pump to 4 here and get in for 8, 9, 10 points of damage. Let's see what we draw into. If we get into another Radiant Destiny, that would be amazing. If not, and get into a land, we'll go land, play a Pride Sovereign or a Life Crafter, and then probably pump Adorn Pouncer on the next attack. There's a land. Yeah, let's go for a Pride Sovereign here. Could be Seth's Polyraptor deck that we're playing against. Maybe. We're going to hold up Blossoming Defense to protect our creatures for the next turn. We got a 5/5 here. Let's attack out again for 6. Dropping our opponent down to 8. Or not 8. 10. What is math? What are math? 7 cards in our opponent's hand. They're going to have a creature hopefully this turn. If not, we're going to win on the attack. Because we're representing lethal here. 6 cards in our opponent's hand. Have a Blossoming Defense in our hand, so we do have a way to protect our creatures if they go for a Harness Lightning or a Lightning Strike or something like that on a Pouncer here. There's a Common Storm? Maybe. This deck is a Polyraptor deck. Gotcha. Well, we'll see what we can do against this deck. Going for Register Alpha, maybe? That would be a decent play for them. Going for a Gift of Paradise here. Going to gain 3 life, go to 13. We have 11 on the field right now as far as damage. If they go for another... Okay, Spring. Alright, they're dead. They're deadsies. Sad day, too. Ramp decks, really not the best. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could go for 9. 10. We could honestly go for Vigilance if we wanted to this turn. Really doesn't matter, though. We're going to attack out here. Go for a pump on the Adorn Pouncer, going to a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points of damage. That's it. Let's go to sideboard here. That was an easy one. We update the listing here to game 2. Appeal to Authority is one of the cards we want to bring in here against a a dinosaur matchup. Probably take out 1 appeal. Sheltering Light could be brought in here to help against some stuff. Naturalize is good to shut down the Gift of Paradises early as well. Let's bring in 2 Naturalize. Let's sort this real quick so I can see everything. Probably want to bring out one Prowling Sepoppered. Maybe one more Prowler. Bring Tree Folk back. Thanks, Ezra. And go right ahead. We'll see what we can do in game 2 against this Polyraptor deck. Bringing in Naturalize to kind of slow down our opponent again with the Gift of Paradise in their deck. Gaining 3 life is nice, but of course they're tapping for 2 extra mana out of that card, so being able to get rid of it is going to be great. Could have used Sheltering Light instead, or Settle the Wreckage, in case our opponent does go off. So that is true. We could have done that instead. But I do think shutting down their not their life gain, but their enchantments to pump or ramp is very important. Why do you have a Crook in here instead of a Silent Gravestone? I like the ability to get rid of specific cards, Nuke, because of Godforsaken Gift, things like that. Because we have cards like Sacred Cat and Adorned Pouncer in our board here. Had to get in here and check out the cats. I like cats in this format. This deck is great. Yeah, I agree, Cyborg. Let's see what we can do in game 2. Alrighty, let's see. 2 lands. Everything in our hand is a 1-lander or 2-lander besides Cast Out. This is going to be a keep for us, especially because our opponent's deck is going to be very slow. We are on the draw, though, so they do have 1 land ahead of us. Opponent mulligan is 6 there. What's up, Victor? You're here early. We just started. We're in game 2. Oh yeah, cat deck is super real and standard. Got another land there. Let's go for a Plains and go for a Sacred Cat like normal. Pass turn, hit 6 for our opponent here. Really, they're not going to do anything for... there's a Scavenger Grounds coming in against the Adorned Pouncers and the Sacred Cat. Let's go for a Forest here. Let's go for a Metallic Mimic. Then next turn, play a Plains. Play the Adorned Pouncer and hold up a Blossoming Defense for that. Get in for 1. That's true, but it would also turn off... doesn't it turn off Embalm and Eternalize for us, I believe? It's for both players. I'm not sure it does that, Nuka, though. Spring here, opponent is just going to waste their turn on that. Alright, got into a little bit of a land pocket here, but that's alright. Going to go for an Adorned Pouncer and just get in for 3. Opponent's at 4 mana now. What's up, Gibbage? Rocking my jam. No, I'm not talking about the music. Oh, nice. You can still Eternalize and Bomb. Gotcha. New Hotley is in the deck, JD, although we did bring it out in the game 2 here to bring in some removal against our opponent. They're at 5 mana already on turn 4. Let's see what happens here. Going for an Alpha, I would assume. Hour of Promise, okay. Going to create some blockers this turn. No problem. What we want to do now is we want to attack out with the Sacred Cat, have them block, and then embalm it to bring it back. We have a Plains here. Let's go out for a cat here. And just continue to bring it. We think about MTG Arena? It's alright, Sam. They're not going to block the Mimic? Or are they going to double block the Pouncer here? Could double block the Pouncer. They do have Sacred Scavenger Grounds here. Let's go with a Blossoming Defense on the Mimic. And of course the cat will die. Going to trade with this one. Put it down to 14. Main phase 2 here, we're going to reanimate a cat, bringing back a 2/2. And passing turn. Oh, Gravestone is anti-Scarab God tech. Gotcha. What's up, RJ? You played cats before it was cool. I don't know, man. I've had a cat tribal deck list going around since I'm in cat, I believe. Did I play MTG Arena? Yeah. Yeah, I got myself a beta key and everything. Played a little bit of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cut on the Adorned Pouncer here. That's fair. Let's see if they go for a Scavenger Grounds. Looks like they're going to. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. This does mean that they are very desperate. Ooh, a braid. Okay. All right, that's fair. Opponent at 12. They're going to pass turn here. Would love a Radiant Destiny. Got into a Naturalize, though. Let's just go for an Adorned Pouncer here, since the Scavenger Grounds is not going to be used this turn. Could have sworn they would have used it this turn, but I guess not. We have a 4/4 Double Striker now. And Naturalize is here to get rid of a Gift of Paradise, if we see it. Why they wouldn't block with the Sacred Cat here with the token is anybody's guess. Very confused about that move. I mean, unless they just want to use Scavenger Grounds on the 1/1. Okay, that's fine. I would have sworn they wanted to do it on the Adorned Pouncer that past turn. 2 cards in our opponent's hand here. We're attacking in for lethal this coming turn, so they better have a play. If they don't, it's going to be game. Very strange. Well, he doesn't have anything now in his graveyard. He said, GG didn't mean to auto-pass. Gotcha. Well, we got our first win underneath our belt. Very quickly. Let's get a match 2 here. Cats are real. I believe it. I believe the hype. Whoops. Let's get out of here, actually. Let's host a new match here. Where is Anointing Procession? Procession, RJ, I feel like is not that fast for what we're trying to do. So I feel like Radiant Destiny is where Procession would go if you wanted to play it. But I do like Radiant Destiny a lot more. Play first? Yes. Let's see here. We have 2 lands. Cat, Mimic, Sovereign with the defense. I think this is going to be fine. We're going to keep this. Scattered Growth is going to make it really easy for us to play out Sun Petal next turn. Would love to get into a land for this next drop. We'll see what happens, though. This deck is a catastrophe. Kieran, just go away. Go away. Pirates, Merfolk. Ooh, playing Merfolk. This will be a fun matchup. Getting out a Kumena Speaker here. Let's go for a Sun Petal Grove. Let's see here. Since we know that they're blue-green, we're going to go with a Merfolk, a Mimic here first, because they don't have much removal except for an Unsummon. So. And pass turn. All right, let's see what happens here. Buccaneer's Cat, Cat Pirate. Whenever this cat enters battle, create a 1/1 rat creature with Death Touch. That actually would be really flavorful, Victor. Getting out an island there for it to get in for 2. We're going to let that happen. Nice. Terran is happy. Terran is cool. The second son of a bomb. As we wanted to brew. Oh, there's an unsummon there. Yeah. So it really, their only like thing to deal with our creatures is going to be unsummon or a Essence Scatter. And if they continue to tap out like they're going to be spending a lot of time just making sure that our creatures are hitting the battlefield. But if I would love to get into a land this turn, honestly, so we can get a Mimic and Cat out. Got into a Mimic there. So we're just going to play another Speaker here. All right. I believe there's 24 lands in the deck, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to adjust this really quick. There we go. Taryn, do you have Shaper Sanctuary in the sideboard? It's amazing. I have 4. Gibbage, I had Shaper Sanctuary in the main board, 2 of, and then I put it to the sideboard, and then I just kind of took it out of the deck all together. I do like that card a lot, though. Opponent may be outpacing us here since we missed a land drop. Yeah, there's a Mistcloak Herald. So Stellar Wreckage is definitely going to be coming in here in the next game. Getting in for 6 here. There we go. Much better. Okay, we're going to go for a Mimic into a Cat. So this does make a 3/3 here. Not bad. This is going to be a very difficult matchup for us, especially because of cards like Mistcloak Herald and, of course, Merfolk Mistbinder. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. I feel like if we can stabilize this next turn, we should be fine, but we'll see what happens. What is your favorite deck? In standard right now, maybe the Vampire deck. Maybe the Merfolk deck, though. Here's an Unsummon on the 3/3. making 4/4s here. They're going to Alpha Strike here. Going to pass this song. One more. That's fine. No problem. Let's see. Getting in for 8, 9, 10, 11. Can't block that one. Could double block. We're going to say just take it. Let's see if we get into a Caracol. Yeah, it's going to be game for us. Because of the 3/3 here. Yep. Missing our land drops there was really crucial. Let's go to sideboard here. But that's alright. We have another game to go through. Getting into game 2 here. Let's take out Hoatley. Let's bring in Settle the Wreckage. It's going to be a killer card for us. Ixalan's Binding is actually very good because this type of deck has lots of 4-ofs. Heroic Invention is okay as well. Authority is also very good against this aggro deck as well. So let's see what we want to take out here. I'll say 1 Pride Sovereign, but we are kind of dealing with a little bit of control. So take out 1 Pride Sovereign, and I would say 1 Destiny. Yeah, probably 1 Destiny. I think that's going to be fine there. Actually, maybe keep Destiny and take out the Bestiary. I think that might be better. Just got here where we at. Ryan, what's up? We've had our first match under our belt. Got a win there, and we're into Merfolk here. Let's see. Sheltering Light could be here to be brought in versus Blossoming Fence, but the unsummon there is really crucial. Appeal to Authority is also decent in this particular situation, but I do think what we have now is fine. Last match was Poffle. Yeah, we missed 1 land drop, and that kind of spelled disaster for us. Play first? Yes. Let's see here. Being on the play is going to help a lot, especially with Authority of the Consoles being in our opening hand here. I do think this is going to be a keep for us because of Authority. Let's go for that and pass turn. Most likely going to use Cast Out for a cycle because we do have some slower spells in our hand. But I do think a turn 1 Authority is pretty decent against this type of deck. Let's go for a Sacred Cat now that we have that. Pass turn. Alright. Hit 6 to pay respects. Ooh, got some Sonic boss music going right now. Turn that a little bit in my headphones. Deeper Deletes, Shattered Grove here. Let's get that out. So we do have a Sepoppered or a Pride Sovereign next turn. Let's go for an attack here, gain some life. Yeah, Sepoppered going up against control matchups is ridiculous. Let's just see what we can do here. We're really making these puns for all they're worth. Milking, yeah. Turn 1 Authority, maybe it might be ours. Really depends on what happens with our draws. We'd love to get into some more mana. 6 cards in our opponent's hand, 3 mana on the battlefield. Mistbinder. Called it. Getting in tap though. I would assume the Deep Release is going to put a counter on itself because there it is. Yep. May go for a Cast Out on the Elite if we get into mana here. Elite can really get away with the game. There's a guy in our local meta that's been on Cats for a while and has won FNM many times. Nice, Ryan. Cats are legit. That's really I believe it's just a passive life gain, honestly. So Spell Pierce could be in their hand here. Whoop, hit the mic there. But we want to go for it anyway because the value that Deeproot Elite gives our opponent is ridiculous. Let's see if they have it. 5 cards in hand. If a deck would run it, it would be this one. Let's see if they want to use an unsummon on the Deeproot Elite. There they go. Let's get in for an attack here. Next turn, if we get into a land, we'll go Regal Caracol. If not, we'll just go into a probably Pride Sovereign. So we can do an upkeep exert ability. Okay. Opponent did not hit a land for the turn. Very good for us. Silvergill Adept here, going to try and draw some cards, hopefully getting into some mana. See if they do it. They do. They got into 2 there. Can't play the Elite this turn, but they may have another Adept in hand. River Sneak, okay. River Sneak is one of those cards where I really like it in the Merfolk build, but I feel like it's not as advantageous as other cards. But this opponent thinks it is, so that's just fine. He may win, after all. Let's see here. Got into an Ixalan's Binding. Perfect. We're going to grab the Mistbinder here. Very good. That was a great pull for us. Let's get in for just 1 point of damage now. The reason we're getting in for damage, even though we have lifelink to get up to 22, they're going to do 3 points of damage, but we're slowly pinging our opponent down to 17. Alrighty. Binding on a Mistbinder is ridiculous, so that's really going to slow down our opponent. Assuming an Elite here coming in tapped. Did you say perfect? Oh, man. Elite coming in, I would assume. Of course, coming in tapped, giving us a life, so we're back at 20. Alright. This is the Tickler deck Terran wanted. Binding on a binder, that's true. That's what we just did. Deep Root Elite would have also been a great place for the binding to hit, but I do think Merfolk Mistbinder gives more value than the Elite overall. Ooh, Curious Obsession on our opponent here. Fantastic card. Would have loved for this to be common to be in a Pauper format. You should wear cat airs while playing this deck. I wish I had them. I don't have any, though. Opponent getting in for 5 here. Not a problem. Alright, let's see if we hit a land for Regal Caracol. We do. There we go. Let's see if we get an unsummon from our opponent here. For the Sacred Cat. It does turn into a 2/2 with lifelink again. It's double lifelink. Let's see. If opponent bounces the Caracol, I would feel really bad about that. Oh, they are. Okay, so we do still get 2 2/2s with lifelink. Interesting. Interesting play from our opponent there. So that might signal to us that they have a counterspell for the Regal Caracol next turn, so we might want to relieve the Prowler next turn. But the cats here will be able to block the Adept whenever they attack in. Let's see. 4 cards in opponent's hand. Unclaimed territory. Naming Merfolk. 3 cards. Let's see if they go for some more action. Another River Sneak. Not bad. Coming in tapped, of course. Going to get a counter, I would assume, on the River Sneak here. Oh, on the Adept. Okay. So they're trying to make it to where we trade with the Adept for both of our creatures. That's fair. Yeah, Gibbage for sure. We're going to do that. Getting in for 3. 6. Let's see if our opponent has an unsummon. If they have an unsummon, the likelihood of them having a counter may be very low. But we're still going to play this Apoprid here. Assume an unsummon on one of these cats, and then we just gain 1 life. We still block the 3/2 here, and only take 3. Their board presence is substantial, but they're almost out of cards, while we still have a full hand of amazingness. Yeah, there's an unsummon there. They have 1 card in hand. They've used 3 unsummons so far. If only we could Ixalan's Binding the unsummon. 2 cards in their hand. Alright, got into a Settle the Wreckage here. Let's lead with a Apoprid here, and then next turn hold up for a Settle the Wreckage. I do think that's pretty fair. Let's see if our opponent wants to block the Sacred Cat with the Elite. Again, the life gain in this deck is really, really good. It really helps us kind of stabilize. They've attacked in several times, and we're still only at 19. So it really helps with Authority and, of course, our life linkers. Let's see what they have. Going for a Mist Cloak Herald here, coming in tapped. Not bad. Okay. Of course, 2 triggers from the 2 River Sneaks here. But next turn, we're playing out Rigo Caracol is really going to help us, thanks to the Supoppered here. Let's see what they want to do here. They may want to keep up some blockers to kill the Supoppered so they can counter cards in the future. Unless the fourth card, the one card in their hand right now is an unsummon. If that's the case, that's amazing. Yeah, they're going to get in for 9 here. We're going to take it because we're at 20 life and it doesn't matter. Alright, opponent. Go for a Sun Petal Grove from us. Let's go for a Caracol here. Very nice. Let's get in for 7 lifelink. Let's see if they have a pump spell for the Deeper Delete. Maybe to block the Supoppered? Perpoppered? What is the words? The cat snake. I'm just going to say that from now on. I can't, for the life of me. I can't pronounce that. I'm pulling a Saffron Olive here. Oh, wow. I just noticed we're at 250 watching. What's up, guys? If you're new to the channel, I stream Monday through Friday, noon Central Standard Time. I do 5 matches or until 3 p.m. Opponent saying the GG. Nice. All right. I'm going to reveal a hand there and say, hey, we had settled, by the way. Oh, nice. So make sure to like the video if you haven't liked the video already. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're so close to 10,000. Can't wait to hit that marker. We'll definitely do another giveaway. Probably another modern deck, maybe a Pauper deck, depending on, you know, the voting on the MTGO Traders Twitter. Again, I think we're perfectly fine with what we have now. Authority there really did give us the game. I'm going to go submit here. I think we're fine. Who wants to pronounce it correctly? I want to pronounce it correctly. Oh, man. I just, you know, it's hard sometimes. Words are hard. All right. We have 3 lands, 2 Field of Ruins, which isn't great. A Supoppered, cast out. We're going to mulligan here. Not really what we want. This is a bit better because of the cast out and Sacred Cat. Cast out on top, sure. And the reason I'm putting cast out on top is because their early game advantage is going to be probably turn 1, go into a speaker. Ooh, they went into a blue mana, so they are slower than us this turn. Let's go for a Forest here. Can't play Sun Petal Grove first because it's still going to come in tapped anyway, so Forest first and Sun Petal. So having enough mana to go for cast out, I think that's very good. 6 cards in our opponent's hand here, getting into 7. Maybe going into a green mana. If they don't go into a... There they go. Making sure they get into their mana here. Going for a River Sneak. Not bad. This is a very slow play for our opponent here. We're going to go for a Sacred Cat and pass turn. It's pronounced Cash Money, Kitty Snake. We did take 1 out, I believe. Or no, do we take the Pride Sovereign out? No, we take the Pride Sovereign out. So all those Supoppereds are still in the deck. All right, Unclaimed Territory here for Merfolk. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. Once again, tapping into Silvergill Adept. Nice. Getting for 2 points in damage thanks to the Adept here. We're still going to be able to attack out because the Adept, of course, is a 2-1. Ooh, Obsession on the Sneak here is really, really good. Not bad. Again, Obsession gives them +1/+1. And, of course, when they deal combat damage to a player, they draw a card. Settle the Wreckage, getting into it is pretty decent. Let's go for a Field of Ruin here and grab a white mana for that Settle the Wreckage in the future. Just to make sure we have something to do this turn. And then just attack out for 1. Getting into another blue there from our opponent. Ermagerd is your peppered. Yes, Stu, it is. You should play a Super Friends deck? Maybe, Ryan. Maybe in the future. Of course, there's always possibilities for the future. And if they get submitted on Fan Fridays in the Facebook group or on the Twitter, of course, the Facebook group is in the link in the description. I may play it there too. Miss Miner coming in here. Ooh, I love this song from Sonic and Knuckles. I believe this is Sonic and Knuckles. Flying Battery Zone. Yeah, Sonic and Knuckles. Yeah, Curious Obsession, I feel like is an amazing card here for an opponent who is really low on creature stuff. Let's see if they have a turn 2 play. Usually, if they want to attack in, they're going to. Okay, drawing a card. 2 Settle the Wreckage. Okay, let's see. Let's go for a cast out here. It's going to get countered most likely because of the 2 mana up. Ooh, it doesn't get countered. Okay. Let's see what we want to grab. Probably the River Sneak. Opponent may unsummon the River Sneak, if that's the case. The reason I'm picking River Sneak here is because if they just unsummon Mistbinder, it's not as important to us as River Sneak, which has Curious Obsession. So we do get to grab the River Sneak there. That's very good for us. So we're going to pass turn here. I think he needs his wreckage settled. Yeah, we definitely have answers here in our hand. Our opponent is just on blue, though, so we really want to be careful of working around some counters. Now, counters that a Merfolk deck will most likely have will be 1, Spell Pierce, 2, Negate, and 3, maybe Essence Scatter if they know they're getting into a deck that is a creature-based deck. River Sneak here for our opponent. If they continue to tap out, though, we will want to just settle the wreckage next turn anyway. Another River Sneak here. Not bad. So cast out on the Mistbinder this coming turn, most likely. I assume an attack here. Yeah, we're going to block the 3/2 here, gain a life, and take 1 point of damage. So go down to 10. Is Merfolk Tier 1 in Standard? I would say it's Tier 2, almost Tier 1. People want to make Merfolk work so badly, and right now it just doesn't. We're going to go for a cast out here. Again, trying to prompt a removal spell from our opponent. Looks like they don't have one in hand, so we're definitely going to use Settle the Wreckage next turn if we don't get into a creature. Opponent had Unsummon in hand. Apparently they skipped their reaction. Gotcha. Alright, so we're just going to hit 6 for our opponent here. Yeah, we could have casted the cat from the graveyard there, that's true. That was a bit of a misplay. Opponent got my attention with all of their nonsense. For a block here. They're going to get him for 6 here. Another Mistbinder. Ooh, so 8, 10, that's going to be game. Yeah, not playing the cat here is the reason we lose this match. Yeah, we're going to say that's a big punt. That's the reason we lost this match. There it is. First loss of the day. That was due to a punt there. Misplay. Did not play efficiently. Let's get into match 3 here. I feel really bad about that now. Because I missed it because our opponent was just like going off in the chat. I like how people just like, they immediately go punt in the chat. It's like, I understand, guys. Like, it's okay, you know. It's okay to make mistakes sometimes. I'm not a pro player. Neither are you. We're okay with that. Shepherd Dunes is okay for us here. I do like this opening hand, though. Let's go for a Shepherd Dunes. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And I agree, Andrew. We did have the settle next turn. Then they said they had unsummon if you played a cat, it's bounced. That's true, David. That would have been the case as well. So we would have lost either way. I'm a pro player in my kitchen. Oh man. Let's see here. 7 cards going into Blooming Marsh. Let's see if there's a Fatal Push that hits the cat here. Probably not. Yeah, there's a Renegade. That's more the expected card. Let's go for an Adorned Pouncer here. And pass turn. We are farmers. That's funny. Alright. 6 cards our opponent's hand, getting into their 7th here. Push on the Adorned Pouncer, that's kind of what I expect here. If not, maybe an attack. We'll just block with the Pouncer, because we're happy to see that card go to the graveyard. Black-green Constrictor? Maybe. 2 black here. This is maybe a Aetherborn. Yep. Called it. Called it. Let's see if they're going to attack in. No attacks. Okay. Alright, let's just go for a Pride Sovereign here. Pass turn. So what we'll do is we'll heap the upkeep trigger on here. We're not going to do that, actually. We may use Pride Sovereign's Exert ability to go wide because of the Gifted Aetherborns. The Death Touch here is annoying. What are you hoping for in Dominaria? For the Weatherlight to be a vehicle. That's about it. Yeah, maybe black-green good stuff? Could be. We'll see what happens. Okay. Yeah, Dominaria is the first set, I believe, that the Play Design group has started to do their Future League stuff and all that kind of stuff, so we'll see what happens. I need an MTGO Traders t-shirt that has Terrance's face on it, and it says, "You are not a pro, neither am I. Get some help." That's an amazing one. Mono Death Touch. 2/3 here. I think we're going to just take the 2 here. The reason is we could have blocked with the Adorned Pouncer and the Sacred Cat, but if they have a push in hand, then we would have lost one of those creatures. They may still push a creature here. Or they wanted to have the creature trade, and then they push my Pride Sovereign, leaving our board entirely empty. So either way, we wanted to play around that situation. Hopefully we get into some mana this turn, so I can get out of Sir Poppard and then get out a Caracol soon. Pushing the Renegade to push the Sovereign. Yep. Looks like it. Very strange line of play there, but I understand what they're doing. Got into a Sir Poppard there. Very nice. Let's just get in for 3 points of damage. Get some lifelink back. I just hope Dominaria isn't all silver slivers. Yeah, me too. I hope it's not either. I do feel strongly that since Dominaria is here, we may go back to Phyrexia in some way. That would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. We got some sweet tunes. This is Bloody Tears from Dracula X in Castlevania. Ooh, Aether Poisoner. Yeah, this is just a green-black like Death Touch deck, which is interesting. I do like the idea here. I just think a lot of the Death Touch creatures, except for Gifted Aetherborn, really aren't that useful, especially when we have cards like Adorned Pouncer, which can come back as a much larger creature. We could go for Field of Ruin here. I do think just getting out another Sir Poppard is worth it, though. Let's get in for 4/3. It's going to be blocked by the Poisoner. That's fine, though. I'm okay with that. Because we have a 3rd in our hand. And they're tapped out, so they haven't got into mana yet. So our opponent is struggling on mana. Field of Ruin could give them a mana that we don't want them to have just yet, so that's why I didn't use it at this turn. So I do think just continuing to play out threats is good. Are you doing a green-black Explore deck anytime soon? Johnny, we did a green-black Constrictor deck. It was very similar to an Explore deck, but I do think that making an Explore deck soon would be fun. 5 cards for our opponent, no mana again. Got into a Pride Sovereign here. Let's go for that. Let's see what our opponent wants to do here. They may have a Blossoming Defense in hand, so if we attack out with a Sepoppered here, it'll just die. So I think we want to pass turn. Our board presence is very good right now. Next turn, if we don't get into a land, we're going to go for Pride Sovereign Exert ability. Go wide. That is basically the good way, a good way to get around Death Touch. Here's a Renegade here. 5 cards in an opponent's hand. Ooh, Radiant Destiny. Okay, cancel real quick. Let's see, that'd make this 2/2, a 5/4, and a 6/6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go with the Exert now. And then go with a Sepoppered. And then next turn go Radiant Destiny so everything has Vigilance. I think that's really good, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's pass turn. Authority really shuts down aggro. 2 or more copies, and I'm usually tempted to scoop. Yeah. Authority is one of those cards that it passively wins you the game, you know? Just like that game 2 with that Merfolk deck. Sadly, our game 3 there was really explosive. And we didn't leave up to settle, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Looks like opponent's passing turn. Still no mana from our opponent here. So really lucky that our opponent is not getting into mana. We also just got into Ego Caracol, so I mean we're super wide right now. I would feel bad if our opponent scoops there. I was like, I would feel bad if our opponent got into a mana and then just Bondu's Last Reckoning, but they didn't have anything. Let's see. Sheltering Light is really good in this particular matchup. Binding can also be brought in here over a Cast Out. Let's take out Huatli because it's going to be a little bit too slow for this particular matchup. Huatli's really good in like against control and against bigger creatures. Against a smaller Death Touch thing like this is going to be quite difficult. Intervention, I feel like, is a little bit better too over the Blossoming Defense. Really unsure what else could be brought in here. Appeal to Authority is a very good card for tapping down an opponent's creatures. So let's bring that in over 1 Prowler. And I think just bringing in 1 is fine. Let's do that. Even Ostrich Eggs? That's such an out of context thing for me to say. Could have had Blessing. That's true, Henry. But why have Blessing when you can pump everything, you know? This is fine for us. Turn 1 play. We got a turn 2 intervention if we want to trade with something. Cast Out is great as well. Let's keep this. We are on the draw too, so let's see if we get into something that's a little bit more substantial. Got into a Sacred Grove there. Let's go for a Plains and go for Sacred Cat. And watch it die to a Fatal Push. Yeah, either way, Caracol or Destiny pumps our board. So, Poisoner here. Let's see. This is a 1/1, so let's go for a Sunpetal Grove here. Attack in. And then use Intervention to waste their play. Let's see if they want to block. They do. Very nice. Has anyone ever had a pet platypus? What? Just saw a video of it, and now I'm obsessed. No, I have never had a pet platypus. Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint. The reason we do that, of course, is because any Death Touch creature is a bad move for us. Let's see here. Whenever it attacks, you can create a servo with this. Another annoyance. Minor annoyance. But now this time we can actually just attack in and trade and be fine. And make it... Why would anyone block in Standard? You got me, buddy. Alright. Let's see if they want to block again. They do! Okay, that's fine. No problem. Let's go for a Pride Sovereign. This might die to a Fatal Push, but we have enough for a... Oops, we got to do it in main phase 2, not in combat. Always do that, always do that. There we go. There we go. Let's see if they have a push here. In phase push. And they didn't. Wow, okay. That's good news for us. 5 cards in their hand, 3 mana on the battlefield. What up, Keith? Are you Toby Keith? I'm kidding. That was a joke. Please don't hate me. All right. Moment of Craving. Okay, that's fair. Gaining 2 life there. Opponent going to waste their turn on that, though. Let's go for a Scattered Grove. Then get out a Prowler. Pass turn. Ultimate Value. Props on the tunage. Ocarina OST is my jam. Thanks, man. I'm testing out the those Nintendo songs today because Nintendo songs are kind of notorious for getting copyright ID'd. So we want to I want to make sure that it's okay doing it on a decent stream like today. Let's go for a Chef at Dunes here. Could go for a Cast Out on the Hydra. They have 3 cards in hand. Or we could just go for the Caracol here and make a 4/4 or 5/4. Let's do that. It's a 3/3 that can't be countered that makes 2/2s. I too like to live dangerously, Zaka. Getting for 5. They can't block it with a 3/3 because they're just gonna die if they do that. All right, we do 5 points of damage. Go up to 27. They're at 17. All right, Value Town City. We are at it. I remember I think I said that in one of my rant videos, and someone said, like, slowly was like, say that slowly. Value Town City. Like I put a town and a city beside itself, you know. I'm like, it's fine. It works. You get what I'm saying. It's not safe to go alone. Take this. You gonna start singing that Starbomb song? Catch of the best tribe. You know, I mean, they're I would say the most value. Like every single one of them, they just have ultimate value. Journey to Eternity on the 3/3 here. Let's see if they want to attack out. Probably do. All right. We're going to cast out the Hydra here. Let's see if they have a Blossoming Defense. If they do, then the cast out doesn't work. If they don't, then we're going to have a really good turn. Let's go for a cast out here. Grab the Hydra. Getting rid of the Journey here, basically. It's going to fizzle. Let's see if they have a Blossoming Defense. Ooh, they don't! Wow, let's reanimate the Sacred Cat here. And then get in for a ton of damage. 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Getting in for 12, dropping them down to 5. Hashtag value. Ooh, push on the Prowler here. That's fair. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. So they did lose. They did have the Revolt trigger there, but we're going to get in for 2, 4, 7, dropping them down to 10. Get wrecked. Henry, in I don't know if you guys know this, but in Dragon Ball FighterZ, whenever like Vegeta recovers from something, like he falls and he like does a handstand and like jumps back up, he goes wrecked. I'm like, yeah, that's right. That's perfect. Henry's expertise. Ooh, okay. That's fair. That's fair. Didn't have a secondary play there. I have 1 card in hand though. Let's see, we have 6 mana, so we're going to go for a Sepoppered and a Pride Sovereign. Nice. Well, you destroyed our board, but we have a board once again. Let's see if you have another follow-up removal spell here. Fighters and Street Fighter 5 in my jam. Nice, brother. I've been wasting a lot of time in Fighters right now. Poisoner, maybe? Bring back a Poisoner? Walk the Plank should kill too. Oh, man. Maybe create a 2/2, or I feel like they should probably just bring back a Poisoner. No? Okay. Not a problem. Alright. Would love to top deck into a Caracol here. Did not, sadly. We can go for a Chef at Dunes here and actually kill, well, not kill Liliana, but severely damage Liliana. One card in our opponent's hand. So getting in for 4 points of damage on Liliana drops her down to 2, so she couldn't do return target creature. Yeah, that's what we want to do here. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is so Liliana can't bring back a Death Toucher. Obviously, the zombie's going to block the 5/4, but we can still bring Liliana down to 2. We could have made more cats with the Pride Sovereign there, but Liliana is too dangerous to be left like up on loyalty counters. Once she gets to 7, she has Destroy all non-zombie creatures. She was at 6, so give her 2 more turns, she would be ridiculous. So, if he had a secondary play this coming turn, like he would either make an animated zombie again or do Aether Poisoner, and then play another creature, it would have been very hard to get to Liliana. So, I do like being able to get rid of the zombie here and make it to where they can't reanimate. I think that's the much better version of how to do that. 1 card in our opponent's hand. They may have a follow-up Fatal Push this coming turn. Can hit 6 here to pass. Mimic for us is very good. Name Cat. And then just attack Liliana again and killing it. Very good. Let's see if they have anything to help the zombie here or to block Liliana. Don't think so. They're just going to have the zombie stay and Liliana die. That's fair. Vraska is coming. Action is coming. It's true. We may see that this coming turn. 1 card in our opponent's hand, getting into 2. Very nice. Android 21 is my new waifu. I haven't finished the campaign yet because it's taking forever. I'm in the Android saga, almost done. But really love the voice actor for who does Android 21. Although, like, every one of our lions are always like, I'm hungry. So that's a little weird. Oh, there it is. The GG from our opponent here. What we would have drawn into there. Blossoming Defense into a Sheltering Light. Nice. All right, let's get into Game 4. We are 2-1 right now. Sadly, that Merfolk deck was just a little too fast for us to get through. Whoop, let me cancel that real quick. Host new match. But I am excited to see what we get into in match 4. Renegade. Oh man, Ugandan Knuckles meme. It's like the best worst meme in the past like year so far. And it's only been 1 month. Play first? Yes. Let's see, 4, 5, so many lands. It's almost worth it because of Radiant Destiny and Caracol here. We could intentionally keep a bad hand and just see what happens. We're on the play though. GT's final bout? That's been a while, buddy. That's like PlayStation 1, right? I really want to keep it, but I feel like it's not going to be as good as we want it to be, depending on the matchup. I think this is a mulligan here. Sorry, guys. This is not much better. I like it more, though, because of the scry and the cast out cycle. Put that on the bottom. So let's keep this and see what happens. Yeah, we're playing up against blue, so if it's a control deck, we would have been really in trouble. Because the hand didn't really have anything for us. There's a land for us. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright, passing for opponent here. Touching the spaghetti is pretty bad. Yeah, as far as memes go. Let's see, not forest, mountain. Every time I see a mountain, I want to say forest. So we're blue-red. This is it here. They may be holding up for a counter spell here. Let's go for a plains and go into a Lifecraft or Bestiary. They'll want to counter that because it gives us tons of value. Let's see if they have a in-phase something. Hotly's very good against a control matchup. We just have to make sure everything is working out to the best. Let's go for a bestiary here and see what happens. Again, they are in red, so they may have an abrade for the bestiary, so they may not want to use a counterspell. But if they use a negate here, we do know that they're soundly in the control matchup. Could be Grixis control. Oh, it does hit. Okay. So abrade to the bestiary. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, this looks like Grixis control to me. Let's go for a forest here. Gonna go for a Pride Sovereign. That does hit us again. Hitting opponent here. We're gonna pass turn for them. Got into a Blossoming Defense. Would really love to play Hotly here, but I do think playing another Pride Sovereign is really good. Let's go for a Pride Sovereign here and hold up a Blossoming Defense. We could go wide with the tokens here, but let's just build board presence with what we have in our hand. Let's see if they want to kill the Pride Sovereign. Doesn't look like it. 3 mana Sweeper is the... What is it? Glimmer of Genius. Okay, turn 4 Glimmer. That's pretty fair. Sweltering Suns. You also have Fiery Cannonade if you're playing Pirates, or even green-red dinos. Okay, holding up a Blossoming Defense here. We may get Sweltering Suns this turn. If that's the case, we're still using Blossoming Defense to protect us for at least one creature here. I do like being able to... ooh, 5 mana. Hour Devastation. Yikes. Alright, that's fair. This does mean Hotly's coming out this turn. Ooh, maybe not. We just hit 5 mana. Could go for a Regal Caracol. Let's get Caracol out here. I think that's a really good recovery move. Hi guys, pro tip, don't try to complete a full office move in one day. Your IT department will hate you. Yeah, it's true, Josh, very true. Sunbird's Invocation, they're tapping out again. We're gonna go for a... Ooh, okay, let's go for Hotly here. Could have gone for Radiant Destiny there, though. Let's go for a negative here and make a 5/5 and get in for 10. Now that we know what our opponent is up to. Opponent down to 7 here. We have a Blossoming Defense in hand to protect some creatures, if that's the case. Another hour? Is that what's about to happen? 6 cards in hand? No? What is happening? Pull from tomorrow, maybe? Very confused. Metallurgic Summonings, that's what it is. Okay. Gotcha. I've worked something like 38 hours in the last 48. Glad for the random break to watch a bit of a stream. I'm sorry, Josh. We're playing cats, though, so I mean, a bit of an upside. I love that meme. We lost to a Merfolk deck. Here's a Confiscation Coup. We're going to go for a Blossoming Defense here. Can't take it. So they do just get Metallurgic Summonings here, and we win. Yeah. Nice! Alright, so playing up against Control with a Metallurgic Summonings, we definitely want to bring in Naturalize. Bestiary is good, but a bit slow. Pride Sovereign, we can take one out. I do think taking out... Trying to think what to bring out here. Probably cast out. One cast out. Bring in... Trying to think whether or not to bring out Radiant Destiny. The reason is because it prevents us from being able to have a good turn 3 play or a mid-game play. Getting Radiant Destiny out over a control deck like this is going to be difficult, so... Heroic Intervention doesn't stop Hour because everything loses Indestructible, so... Look, Terran can chuck whatever he wants. Oh, what is it? Sega tracks. These are all like Sonic games. So Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic 3, Sonic 2. I think Zopher Music Domain, something like that. This is X4 right now. This is Cyber Peacock's stage. I do think bringing in one heroic though is pretty decent. We can have one Radiant just as a, you know, nod. Let's take one Naturalized out, bring in another Radiant. Let's do that. Yeah, we brought in a Ixalan's Binding. We still have 2 cast outs in the deck, so I do think we're still very, very well off. I think we could have brought in the other cast out though. We'll see what happens though. Cureness triggered. Oh man. Opening hand is quite good against the control matchup because we do have lots of low to the ground plays. Let's keep this. We also have the Dorn Pouncer, which is a very, very good play against control. Cat here. Let's go for a Plains and then go for a Sacred Cat. Nice. Streaming on the phone and playing on the computer. Glad I took the day off. What's up, Danny? We are in game 2 here. Let's update the listing here. There we go. Yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog Twitter account, if you guys don't follow that, it's pure gold. Let's go for a Plains. They have 2 mana up. Let's go for a Dorn Pouncer here. This might hit, this might not hit, thanks to an Essence Scatter. It might just get abraded away. They may actually kill the Sacred Cat instead. Now we're getting in for 1 here. Not bad. Where's the Wily Band I love? It's in there, Tarek, I promise. All the Mega Man music is in this list. I think it's X through X6 or 5. I kind of fell off the boat after X5. Yes. 6 cards in opponent's hand here. Let's go for a Forest here. Go for a Sacred Cat. We have Blossoming Defense in hand for some protection against the Adorn Pouncer. So that's quite good. The good thing about the Sacred Cats is that even if they counter them, we still have the ability to embalm them. So we're getting in for a possible 4 points of damage here. Actually, 3 points of damage, not 4. Thought this could attack for some reason. Oh, man. If they decide to kill something, we could do Blossoming Defense on the Adorn Pouncer here. Getting into a lot of mana is also decent for us as well. Shepherd Dunes is pretty good as well. Scattered Groves is probably the play this next turn. So we have 2 green mana for us to Poppered. Opponent letting this happen, okay. That does mean they might have a, let's see, 3 mana Supremo, okay. Sweltering Suns next turn. Yeah, try and keep the chat clean, guys. This is a family-friendly channel. Try and keep it clean, you know. 4 mana here for our opponent. This is Mega Man 0. This music right here is. Alright, passing turn. Going for a Scattered Grove. Could have used that as a cycler, but I do like having our kind of secret weapons of Shepherd Dunes in hand here. Let's get in for 4 if we can. Opponent may have 2 different burn spells here for the Adorn Pouncer. Getting in for 4. Alright. Up to 24. Passing turn. Glimmer? Okay. Opponent doesn't have anything just yet. They may have a Hour Devastation though this turn. Bye, Pyro. You keep it clean and friendly without whining about a bad match. I try not to whine too much, although sometimes opponent top decks, they really grind my gears. There's a Sweltering Suns here. That's fine. Because they can't stop the reanimation with 2 mana. They need 3 mana for a disallow. Let's just see if they have a Harness Lightning in hand now, thanks to that 2 energy they just got from the Glimmer of Genius. Pass. Getting in for 8 this turn if we can. Let's see your Harness Lightning. Oop, another hour. Another hour for 1 creature. Wow, opponent, you are desperate. Let's go for Shepherd Dunes here. Let's go for a Mimic. They're going to have a hard time dealing with our board state because it's going to constantly come back thanks to Sacred Cats, Pride Sovereigns, that kind of stuff. May want to go for a Pride Sovereign this next turn, and if it survives the turn, we can go for some token producers. They'll never learn. What will you learn? That's your action. That's consequences. 6 cards on opponent's hand. 6 mana on the battlefield. 7 mana on the battlefield. Sunburn Invocation. Is that what we want to do? Wow, Regal Caracol is the draw here. Would love to go for this. Let's see if we can. Opponent won't let this happen. They're going to go... Oh, they're going to go for Glimmer. Okay. This could mean they don't have any answers. Pulls out dead memes like he's 20. I'm 28. Yeah, that's not bad. Embalm twice. Yeah, I could have gone for an Embalm there, but we're going to make 3 creatures here. Unless they Supreme Will it. There it is. Nope. Going to pay 1 life. And get in for 7. I like to have fun with those really dumb memes. They're fun. We have another Sacred Cat in the graveyard there, so we're going to hold on to that in case they wipe us again. Opponent is at 5, so if they don't have an answer this turn, then we're good to go. So. Let's see. Baral's Expertise. Okay. I'm okay with this because it does... Yeah, opponent didn't have a follow-up to that either. Could have Blossoming Defense the Pride Sovereign there. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. Pride Sovereign. Man, that's pretty... That's rich. Cats. And then probably an Embalm here. Alright, so we still, again, have the game. Censor from our opponent there. Cat Lord is broken. Prowler is ridiculous. Alright, they have 5 cards in hand. Let's see if they have a board wipe here. The problem with a Hour Devastation... Nope, they don't have it! Oh, goodness gracious. We had a Blossoming Defense in hand. Heroic Intervention was coming up, and a Caracol. Yeah, opponent didn't have it. That was a quick 2-0 for us. We are 3-1 right now. Moving on up. Let's play another match. Getting into match 5, the last one of the day. Oh, but we went 2 there. We're supposed to be 1. There we go. This is how I want to build my cat deck, to be honest. Tyrion, you read my mind. Nice match. Kieran, why are you leaving? No swearing now. Everyone's here just having fun. Play Mimic before Pard. I don't think that would be advantageous to us because we want to have the ability to have our cards not be countered. So, what deck did we lose to? We lost to a Simic Merfolk deck. Opponent just ran us over. We are on the draw, so I think we have a decent hand for us. Save your public swearing for KPS. That's fine with me. 7 cards in opponent's hand. Let's see what we get into here. Maybe another control matchup. If it's another control matchup, okay, no, it's a white. Let's see. Maybe hidden stockpile. Ooh, got into a green there. Nice. Let's go for a plains and go for a Sacred Cat. Pass turn. We are werewolves, not swearwolves. Oh, DJ, that's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. Someone needs to meme that. Let's see. Vampire. Okay. Black-white vampire here. Not bad. Going for a Dusk Legion Zealot, drawing a card, losing a life. Not bad. Let's go for a Mimic here. Go for cats. And I do not mind trading. All right. Kieran. Well, they just let that happen. No problem. Okay. Obviously, we won't be blocking with Metallic Mimic here. We're going to take the 1 point of damage if they decide to attack out. Concealed Courtyard coming in from our opponent. 6 cards in hand. Maybe a Legion Lieutenant this turn so early to make this a 2-2. Could be the case. Yep, there it is. Skymarch Aspirant. Wow. Opponent. Impressive display of power. Getting for 2, drop me down to 19. This turn we're going to play out. Let's see what we draw to. So Popper? Nope. Let's get out 2 cats and have a Blossoming Defense up. The problem that they're going to have is that they're going to have to deal with these 2/2s. They may double block here. Nope, they're just going to go the Aspirant. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Don't know why we pumped there. Shouldn't have done that. I guess that would be a technical punt. That's just like me, like being having a habit there. Yeah, we've been on 200 for a while today. It's thanks to the Cat Tribal hype. Four cards in hand. Let's see, another Legion Lieutenant. There it is. See, a Blossoming Defense here would have been great. Another Aspirant. Wow. Now it's a 4/3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Yeah, that's a punt. Let's see, you're getting in for 3. Let's do a double block here. Gonna gain some life. Lose a creature, but of course that creature comes back to us. Caracol in hand. Let's bring back a cat here. Pass. This song from, I think this is Mega Man X6, yeah. This song always makes you think of, like the ESPN jingle. Just those trumpets. 3 cards in our opponent's hand here. Let's see if they have a, Ooh. Stadium Seeker, okay. It's like lots of mana getting tapped right now. You just want to make sure it was really dead. Yeah, David, exactly. Oh, man. Getting for 4/3 here. Blocking this way. Gaining 3 life. All the cats. Would love mana, but I mean, having Sacred Cats is fine. Could go with a triple block on a Legion's Lieutenant, or a double block with a pump. Plains. They have If-Near Deadlands here as well, so they could use that to kill one of the cats here. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Yep. Ooh, they're going to kill one that hasn't bomb. Why not kill the token? I don't understand that logic. Why not kill the token? The token can't come back. Maybe they're just picking one. Alright, we're going to lose some life here. We're going to be able to kill a Lieutenant, though. And they can't spend mana on anything with that unclaimed territory. We're down to 19. Ugh, taking some big hits here. There's a forest for us. Let's go with a Sapoppered and a Sacred Cat. Pass turn. See, the problem with these travel decks is that they kind of run out of steam unless they board into really good stuff like Maverick Fane. But if we get into a mana here, we'll be fine with Caracol. Come to stream, have a good time. Not come over 12-year-olds out enjoying a meme. It's true. Trying to catch up for a minute. Ooh, Gifted Aetherborn coming in here. Not bad, not bad. It's a 3/4 lifelink Death Toucher. Opponent playing out their entire hand now. Let's see if they want to attack out here. 4 or 5. Not a big deal. Does create a 1/1 out of this. Now our problem here is that we're going to have to double block this creature because a next turn attack would be a lot of damage. Getting it for 5 points of damage here. Let's see if we can get into a mana here. I would love that or a cast out to grab the Maverick Fane, honestly. Well, Scattered Grove is not bad. We can reanimate a Sacred Cat here. Again, just Value Town all over again. It's just crazy. We may actually let the attackers like in since they're in top deck mode, and we have a Regal Caracol next turn. So they chose a Deadlands over Maverick Fane or Aetherborn last turn. Yeah, I think so. Well, the Deadlands are Sacred Cat there. Yeah, okay, so getting in 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No problem. Again, the reason that we're going to keep up the blocks here is because we have a Regal Caracol coming in, giving everything +1/+1 in lifelink, so gaining lifelink back is not that big of a deal. They may... Okay, they play Concealed Courtyard. Looks like they may have a Fatal Push in hand. Sun Petal Grove, not bad. Let's go for a Regal Caracol here. Make some dudes, and getting in for 4 lifelink, jumping back up to 13. They may block here, that's fair. We're going to pass turn. There's Community Discord for Terran? Not yet. There will be, though, pretty soon. I'm probably going to make one whenever we hit 10,000 subscribers. Legion's landing here. It's going to be very difficult for us to recover now if they get that going. Yeah, they have KPS. We have KPS Discord for Elliot with the Ticklers. But we don't have an official one just yet for MTGO traders. Trading a 1/1 here. Gonna kill Maverick Fane. Shouldn't have attacked out with that. They should have attacked out with just the Gifted Aetherborn there. But I mean, like, having that is fine because they still have the first fort here. Shepherd Dunes is pretty good here. We could do this and get in for 6 points of lifelink damage. Opponent's at 32 here. I think this is fair. Say yes. And what they'll want to do is they'll want to block the Caracol if they if we attack out with it. They'll double block that. We're just gonna get it for 6 with lifelink. When I hear this, I think Scott Pilgrim. Nice. Yeah, double block here. No problem. Again, we're playing the lifelink game with our opponent here. So we want to make sure we have plenty of life. Opponent is most likely going to attack out with just the Gifted Aetherborn. They may attack out with the Vampires, though. Making another thing here. They played out a Swamp that turn. They may attack with the Vampires, but yeah, I think they're just going to attack with the Gifted Aetherborn. That's fair. And this is game 1, by the way, so we still have a game 2 to go into. Getting into a plains here is not a good idea, so we're going to hold that into our hand as leverage and pass turn. Yeah, we need authority and settles for a game 2 here. So when we board into the sideboard, we will definitely bring those in. Ixalan's Binding could also come in against the Legion Lieutenant and Gifted Aetherborn. That's also a possibility. Opponent played a plains there, so 0 cards in hand still. Yep, getting in for some tokens here. Gonna block this, take 2, 4, 6, 7 points of damage. Could block another lifelinker here. Opponent at 36 life, we're at 12. Let's see what we can do. We'd love to top deck into another Regal Caracol. Radiant Destiny is not terrible. It does mean we can continue to block everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're very close to having Ascend as well for Vigilance. Pass turn. Alright. Weird that our opponent is not using a Danto on our turn instead of their turn. Let's see if they top deck into. If near Deadlands. So that's going to make Regal Caracol a 2-2 if they decide to use it, which I assume they would want to. And that's probably going to be game for us. Yeah, there it goes. No problem. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. Getting in for 11 points of damage here. Ooh, okay, they're not going to attack with the Lieutenant. Weird. Well, I guess the reason is because, of course, the Lieutenant would mean that we could block that. Making another one. I don't understand why I'm doing that on their turn. Why they're doing that on their turn. We're down to 3. Let's see what we top deck into. If we get into a Caracol, we might actually pull out of this, but if we don't... Oh, we got Watley here. Not good enough. We're going to concede. Game 2. Let's take out Watley here. Let's bring in Settles. Let's bring in an Ixalan's Binding. I think that's very good for us. Intervention might be good for us with those trades. I do think Authority is very good in this particular matchup. Let's take out 1 Soppoppered. Let's take out 1 Pride Sovereign. Actually, keep Pride Sovereign in. Let's take out another Soppoppered. The double green is more difficult in the play. Sort real quick. I do think Appeal could be good in this particular matchup. Whoop. We also have 2 Field of Ruin in the deck, so we can still deal with a flipped Legion's Landing. So I'm not too afraid of that. Trying to think whether or not we want to bring in Sheltering Light for those point-to-point trades. Let's take out Radiant Destiny and bring in a Sheltering Light. And submit here. I think that's going to be fine. Let's see what we can do in game 2. What are you guys talking about here? Oh, Undertale. Gotcha. Play first? Yes. Opening hand has Authority and Cats and Shepherd Dunes. We're going to keep it. Authority in hand usually means a pretty decent game start for us. Very nice. Play that Authority and pass. Okay, 8 cards in hand. Let's go for black mana, maybe a Duress. Binding is very good for us. Let's go for Shepherd Dunes here. Gonna go for Sacred Cat and another Sacred Cat. And likely, oh, thought they might have a Fatal Push there for us. Unclaimed Territory getting in for a Vampire. Maybe getting out a Legion's Lieutenant since it is a 2-2 and can beat the Cats. Or an Aetherborn. Yeah, that's what I thought. Getting out a Pride Sovereign here is very, very good. And then just getting in for 2. It's great that Taryn early notices the off-topic discussion when it's at a super weird, out-of-context point. Yeah, Zaka, it's I try to like make sure I can pay attention to the chat as much as possible, but sometimes you guys get into a conversation, I'm just like, I'm lost. I'm lost. You know, I'm also having to play a game that has, like, you know, some semi-competency. Like, you kind of have to pay attention a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to go wide with the Pride Sovereign here. Opponent could attack in here, but we're not going to block. Yeah, no blocks. Mind Vampire ASAP. Definitely will. I'm going to go for an Exert here. Getting in for attacks. They want to block, okay. So we're going to do Blossoming Defense and trade. They may Fatal Push the Pride Sovereign here. They didn't. Wow, interesting. Could have sworn they would do a Fatal Push there. Legion Lieutenant making a 2/2, coming in tapped. They have a 2/2 here. Very nice. No attacks. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. Radiant Destiny is very good. We're almost at Ascend here with Radiant Destiny. Assume they'll want to Fatal Push something. Wow, okay. Maybe not. Let's get in for 6 Lifelink. Yeah, we're having a very good time this time, thanks to Authority. Bind that Lord. We will definitely... Ixalan's binding the Legion's Landing, or Legion's Lieutenant as soon as... Why block Sacred Cat when you can block a token and get rid of a token that can't be regenerated? I don't understand that logic. I guess they mean like they want to get it out of the way more quickly so they can kill the Embalm version. Like, I understand that logic, but to me it's like when you already have tokens on the battlefield, I don't know. It just seems like it's a weird play there. Sanctum Seeker here coming in taps. We might Ixalan's binding the Sanctum Seeker, honestly, but we are at 35 life, so getting in for 9 points of damage this next turn is going to be great. Actually 11 thanks to 2 Sacred Cats if we want to do that. Chef at Dunes here. Terran, quote, I assume they're going to Fatal Push my whole deck. Zach's, yes. Oh, man. Let's see. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We actually will get Ascend with Ixalan's Binding here. We're going to grab the Legion's Lieutenant. That's a very important card to grab here. So we actually have a 5/5 Vigilance. So we're going to get in for 9 points of damage. Get them down to 6. We're up to 36. This is probably it for our opponent. Sanctum Seeker is great, but not great when we have Authority to Consoles, gaining us a lot of life. Let's see here. Another Sanctum Seeker coming in tapped. Not bad. So we will lose 2 life if they decide to attack out here. They might do that just to trigger a Fatal Push, but nope. We're going to go into Game 3. Very nice. We sideboarded correctly. I do think we're fine as far as the cards in our deck now. Yeah, let's just hit submit. I'm happy with how our build is now. Yeah. The Moon music from DuckTales is still deglorious. Zach, I need to have it in here yet. It's not in here just yet. Matthew Ignorance. What's up, Gian? We're almost done. We're actually in match 5 now in game 3. Pride Sovereign Attack Exert. Oh, yeah. Could have done that as well. We didn't have the mana for that particular turn, though. Opening hand for us is 3 lands, 2 Adorned Pouncers, 2 Adorned Pouncers, and a Metallic Mimic. This is really fun for us. So, we're on the draw, though. Unclaimed territory here. Getting out a 1-drop, I would assume. Aspirant, maybe? Nothing. Okay. Let's go for a Forest and pass turn. What I want to do now is I want to go for to turn 3 with Metallic Mimic and then hold up a Blossoming Defense because having 2/2s on the Adorned Pouncers is ridiculous. We also have Sheltering Light here to protect ourselves again. Yeah, Dusk Legion Zealot is going to be great. Let's go Sun Petal Grove. We're going to go 1 Adorned Pouncer first to see if they have Fatal Push in hand, just to burn it. And then next turn go for Metallic Mimic, hold up Sheltering Light, or Blossoming Defense. Not working and watching the stream while we work, huh? Yeah, that's basically every office job, right? What's up, Kai? They always have push tear, and I mean, Renegade. When am I wrong? You know, when am I wrong? Lieutenant here coming in. I'm not gonna lose a life. That's fine. They can get in and attack here if they want to. That's fine with me. No problem. Let's see if they want to push. No? Okay. Let's go with Shevet Dunes here. Could go with Sir Poppard, but I do think having a Mimic here is pretty good. Let's say Cat. And pass turn. Could have attacked out there, but we want to kind of represent that we don't have a block ability. So that way when they attack out, we can just block. If near Deadlands here is going to be annoying. Yahini? Oh, wow. They've got Yahini now. Okay. So we'll want to do that. And Blossoming Defense. Again, they have Unclaimed Territory tapped, so they can't use it for anything. Blossoming Defense will mean they'll want to sack their Lieutenant, or their Zealot. So. No problem. Okay. Let's go with a... Cancel real quick. Let's go with an Adorned Pouncer here. I did that because this is now a 2/2 double striker. Let's get in with that attacker. They're not going to let it happen. Or they're going to knock a block. Could have done Sheltering Light there instead to keep our Adorned Pouncer alive, but... Let's see... Sanctum Seeker here, not bad, not bad. But if they attack with the Yahini here, they're going to want to either sack the Sanctum Seeker or sack the Lieutenant. It's going to be able to make our creature survive, which means their creature is going to die unless they want to sack a Sanctum Seeker or a Lieutenant, which I feel like they're probably just going to let it die. Wow, they're going to sack Sanctum Seeker. That's fair. So they're just going to bump heads. Not a big deal. Bestiary is decent, but we really need mana, so we're going to bottom that. Cancel real quick. Let's go for attacks, I believe. Let's attack with a Mimic here. Again, 2 points are going to go into our opponent. Let's go with the Adorned Pouncer, or the Sir Poppard here. Pass turn. Flutter. Did I just say it too quickly? Flutter? Nah, maybe. Just a little enunciation there goes a long way, Flutter. That's true. That's part of the charm. Sorry about that, Flutter. Let's see. If near Deadland's going to kill the Adorned Pouncer. Yeah. That's why it was safe to play the Sir Poppard here. Does make it a 5/5 though. We're going to hit cancel and just like take the 5. Let's go with Mimic here. Really need mana right now. Not getting into mana here is really hurting us. We can go Blossoming Defense and block here, and they will sack Legion's Lieutenant unless they play another creature. So we are slowly pinging them down, but we really need some mana to get into our Caracols and our Adorned Pouncers. I'm sure it's alright at the beginning, Flutter. I think I even caught it myself whenever I was doing the edit. Let us use Blossoming Defense, please. They're going to preemptively do that. That's fine. Our creature's still going to survive, though. Losing Lieutenant there is pretty huge for them. There's a land for us. Alright, we need one more. Let's go in with 3 here. They can trade if they want to. They do trade! Oh, okay. So that does mean they might have a... so this does make it a 5-5, but 5-4 right here is still available to them. It wasn't intentional, I promise. Welcome to Australian MTG. We've done it. Oh, man. Twilight Prophet here. Again, just a 2-4 flyer. We're going to pass turn here because they don't want to lose either creature. I would really love some mana. That would be fantastic. We have 2 Adorned Pouncers in the graveyard that need 5 mana each. We also have 3 Caracols in hand. Oh, man. Alright. Would love one more mana. Please give me some mana. We can get him for a possible 7 here. Another If Near Deadland is going to weaken the Prowlings of Poppard. 4 cards in hand. Oh, they're going to kill the Metallic Mimic here. Okay. Make that stronger. That's fair. Getting in for 8 here. Flying and 6 on the ground. Wow, no attacks? That's strange. Well, we can always go for another Adorned Pouncer. Goodness. And pass turn. Please give me land. Would love land. We can go Rigo Caracol turn after turn for 3 turns. Come on. Another Deadlands hitting this Poppard? Or killing the Adorned Pouncer. Okay, that's fair. Well, those are gone now. Thank you. Goodness. Alright, guys. Enough of the talk of that. Oh, man. 7. Okay. Alright. Please give me a land. 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 Yes! Huh. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, now we can get back in for some damage. As the this is Kin's theme. As Kin's theme starts playing, let's turn that up a little bit. There you go. There we go. As Kin's theme starts playing, we've got our kickback now. All right, Kieran. Yeah, Settle would also be great here because we'll have a massive creature here to deal with. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. Let's see. Do we let it hit us? Because we have a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the crackback. I think we just let it hit us. Alright, guys. Enough with the profanity. Watch your profanity. Okay. Alright, yes. Thank you. Another Caracol. Another one. By the way, this is a 4-4, so they can't kill it. They can't block the 7-6, though. Yes! Whew! I thought they had something. Like if Contempt, maybe, or Fatal Push. What did you have in hand? We had a Caracol in hand. Pulled it out. Pulled it out. Nice. So didn't do a 5-0, but we did do a 4-1, which I'm always happy to see, because 4-1s mean the deck is very, very good, very consistent. I love Cat Tribal. Cat Tribal 4.0 here is no exception. Cats are amazing in Standard right now. I mean, if you do not like cats, what is wrong with you? No, I'm kidding. I really love all the tribal decks, and I think Cat Tribal is one of the best as far as just consistency and the ability to have really good sideboard tech. So, really love it. And that's going to do it for the day, guys. Like the video, of course, if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Would really appreciate that. And we'll be here tomorrow for an extra long double deck stream with the Fan Friday decks. I can't wait to do that. If you haven't submitted yet, it's going to be in the Facebook group, in the link in the description, or you can tweet them at me at SuperHunterTama, name right above me. And I will be picking something this afternoon, and then we'll be running 2 different decks tomorrow. We'll be running an extra long stream, probably going from like noon to like maybe 5 Central Standard Time. Don't know yet. But we'll see what happens. Appreciate you guys. If you don't pick my deck for tomorrow, then no, it's fine. We'll see what happens. I appreciate you guys, and yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow.